This is the bottom line. My name is Scott Schweitzer. She is Kat Shear. And in the middle is the youngest athlete competing at the CrossFit Games, Emma Cary. Hey, Emma.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. It's great to talk to you. Want to ask you, Emma, the games are about a week away. How are you feeling?
I am feeling amazing. Training has built my confidence so much. Every single day that passes is just another opportunity to become the best I can be physically and mentally. And I've just had so many awesome highs and also so many lows that are learning experiences just in training and in competition, really over these past 7 years. And it all is going to add up here in a little over a week. And that is crazy to think about that I'm here, but also it's an amazing feeling that I'm so ready for this.
So, as we mentioned at the top, you are the youngest athlete in the open division at the CrossFit Games. How does that make you feel?
Really, I don't think that should make me feel any different than anyone else. I know I'm younger. I know I am inexperienced compared to a lot of the women out there, but I think I have a lot just being young and tenacious and gritty and hungry. I think that that brings its own advantages, and I would definitely never be intimidated just because somebody's older or bigger or more experienced. I know the work I've done to get here, and that makes me believe that I belong.
That's a great attitude. So, because of your age, though, you probably have some athletes that are maybe thinking that maybe you're not a threat, or perhaps that you're even more of a threat because that your strength is so raw and that you're so new to this. What do you say to those people?
I say that I'm just doing the best I can do, and I can't control the outcome at all, but I can control all of the physical and mental preparation that I have put into being the best I can be. And another thing I can't control is what people think. I'm okay with that. I am okay if you underestimate me just because I'm young. I hope to go out there and prove you wrong.
So, I want to ask you, I was at the Granite Games. You finished third and on the podium at the Granite Games. But going into that final event, you were tied for first. And you had the attitude that you were going to go for the win. It didn't come out that way, but what did you learn in that moment that you're going to carry with you onto the games?
I am so proud of the last event at the Granite Games. I made several mistakes that weekend. I will never consider that to be a mistake. That was a bold, intentional risk, and I'm so proud that I was confident enough to take that. Everything came down to that event, and I was either going to win or I was not going to win. If I didn't win, I didn't care where I was. And I love that about myself. I love that I set my sights as high as I can, and I don't back down from that. There was no playing it safe. I was all in. And that same tenacity is what I want to take to Madison. This time, also with a little bit more wisdom and a little bit more adaptability. I want to be able to have the best strategy, not necessarily just go as hard as I can the whole time. So I have learned from that choice, but I am proud I made that choice. And I learned from the confidence I had. I learned like, I saw all of my hard work over these past 7 years. I just felt that hard work and I knew I could do it. And even though I didn't do it, that didn't make me any less confident in my hard work.
So it's safe to say you're going to take that same attitude with you to Madison and you're going for the win in spots where you think that that's appropriate.
Absolutely. I am going to be competing as a much smarter and more calculated version of myself. Um, at the Granite Games, I was obsessed with winning, wanted to win every event, wanted to win every second of every event, really. Just wanted to go out, make a statement, dominate. And that fire is still there. I would never try to put out that fire, but I want to direct that fire to have the best possible outcome I could have. And I want to be able to be more aware of myself this time when I compete. instead of trying to focus on what everyone else is doing and what I need to do in order to beat them. I just want to deliver my best performance every single time. And I believe that amazing things will happen if and when I do that.
Yeah. And do you feel like you learn a little more about yourself and your performance when maybe something doesn't go as planned?
Yes, I definitely learned more because of the Granite Games, just really as a whole not going as planned. A lot of little things I learned that I've talked a lot about earlier, but the biggest thing is how much I hate losing. Um, I've always known how much I love to win. I've always known how great that feels, how proud I am of myself. But that taught me how bad it feels to have your weekend come down to a couple of what ifs. Um, there were a few what ifs in competition, but then that made me think back to the what ifs in training. What if I would have done just a little bit more here, recovered a little bit better here? And those what ifs, those doubts in my mind, I never want to have those doubts again. I never want to feel that defeat again. That has fueled me so much these past 6 weeks. And at the time, it felt like the absolute worst thing that could have happened, just because I was there to win. But now I am so grateful that I made those mistakes because I learned so much from them, and I get to apply those lessons to Madison. I see that it couldn't have worked out any better, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah. And speaking of Madison, you've been to the games before. You've won in a team division. How is that experience for you going to help you in this open division now?
Yeah, I know it is exciting to be at the games, and it's really easy to get caught up in that, come out too fast. Um, I did that. I did that at the Granite Games. I did that at the 2019 CrossFit Games. But by the end of both competitions, I was able to be smarter and I was able to see that, yes, I'm at the CrossFit Games and that's what I've been dreaming of for so long. That's what I've been working for so long. But also, I just need to do what I do in training. And really, it's no different, except you have people pushing you and you have the crowd and the adrenaline and you have all of the good things. And you have to just make sure and keep that under control to maximize everything you can.
So, what are you looking forward to the most to experience in Madison this year?
I am really looking forward to the opportunities. Um, Really, it's a test, and I want to test my fitness. I want to test my mental toughness, and even more than mental toughness, I want to be able to test my adaptability and my resilience and just things that were kind of showed to be weaknesses for me at the Granite Games. Um, and I'm also looking forward to all of the opportunities I'm going to have to learn because I know that things won't go perfect and I want them to, but I also understand that the best learning experiences usually come after things don't go as planned. So I want to take everything that happens, every high, every low, and use it really in just the remainder of the weekend because 15 events, I could learn a lesson on the first event that helps me in the 14 after that. So I'm always going to be learning and growing and just fighting to be the best I can be and to be the best in the world.
I have a quick follow up to that. Are you prepared for the volume of those 15 events?
I am definitely prepared for the volume. I love volume. I think that I thrive whenever things get harder. Really, the more sore I am, the more tired I am. I know everybody else is feeling that way too, and I kind of feel like I feed off of that. Something that my coach says is to find the blood in the water. Find whenever your competitor shows just a little bit of weakness and let that make you hungrier. And that's exactly what I'm able to do because I hear people complaining, but I don't complain. I can ignore that fatigue and that soreness and I can deliver my best performance. And sometimes that even gets a little bit better when everyone else is under fatigue too.
Yeah, speaking of fatigue, we do with 15 events that we know of. The first few have been announced already. How are you feeling about the ones that you know about thus far?
I absolutely love every event so far. I feel like this is kind of a dream start to my first individual CrossFit Games. Like I know we don't know a lot, we don't know all the details, but if I could program a CrossFit Games, this is pretty close to how the first 5 events would look. A lot of things that have always been strong for me, but a lot of things that used to be weaknesses, and I've made those strengths, and that is fun to test on the competition floor just in a different way. I think I am the most excited about the swim paddle for a few reasons, and the first one might be kind of silly, but I'm excited for the mass start. I've heard that those are crazy, they seem kind of scary, but I think that I do very well in scary situations, and I love I love just seeing if I can get to the front and hold on, and that's exactly what you have to do. And I'm also a very strong swimmer, strong paddler, and just very confident in the water, confident in my training. And it's a long event, so it's just more opportunities to fight.
Yeah, well, we'll have a chance to watch you there. What kind of contingent are you bringing with you from home? I know mom and dad are probably coming. Do you have a whole host of others joining the crew?
I think we have about 15 people this year, which is crazy. All driving. It's about an 8-hour drive from Missouri, so not too bad. Um, I just feel so incredibly loved and supported by all of these people, and it's awesome to see them and to hear them. And it's just such a good reminder to me that this takes a team, and that anytime I feel nervous on the competition floor, I know that I have my team behind me, and I believe that I can do it, but even more importantly, I believe that we can do it.
Yeah, and even though you said you're only bringing 15, I'm sure there's going to be more than 15 people in the stands there cheering for you. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, bottom line, Emma, and I think I know the answer to this. What is your goal for this year's CrossFit Games?
My goal is always to win. I I will never count myself out just because this is my rookie year, just because I'm 17, just because there's a lot of amazing competition. But with that being said, I understand that great things take time, and it's not something that I would ever try to rush. I understand that I can't control the outcome. So even though that is what my heart and my soul want, and really that is just who I am, that's always been who I am, my biggest goal this year is to maximize my performance in every event. And I believe if I can do that, I will be really proud of whatever the outcome is. I did not do that at the Granite Games. I really just tried too hard to win. And that's so crazy to think. And that really goes against anything I've ever thought in the past about what it takes to win. But I've seen that I need my best strategy, I need my best execution, I need my best effort. It all needs to come together. Like at the Granite Games, there was just effort. There wasn't always a strategy in the execution, but at the CrossFit Games, there's going to be all three, and that will be really exciting.
Well, thank you very much, Emma, for joining us. And thank you for listening. Thanks from Kat Shear. This has been The Bottom Line, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.